What if I told you there was once a girl who smelled so beautiful
It was said her fragrance was not of this world. And when asked how,
her answer was just one thing: sending blessings upon the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
this is the true story of Imam al-Jazuli and the girl who smelled like Jannah, and it will change the way you see Salawat forever.
In the 15th century, in the blessed lands of Morocco, lived a young scholar who would one day change the lives of millions with a single book. His name was Muhammad ibn Sulaiman al-Jazuli. Imam al-Jazuli was known for his deep knowledge of the Quran, Hadith, and his love for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But before he became a spiritual giant, he had a question that would lead him to a life-altering moment. One hot afternoon, Imam al-Jazuli was traveling through a rural village. He stopped at a well, but there was a problem. The bucket was missing. Unable to reach the water, he stood there unsure what to do. That's when a young girl, humble and veiled, approached him. She looked at him, then smiled gently.
"O scholar, are you unable to reach the water?"
The girl then did something strange. She leaned forward, said a few quiet words, and the water rose to the top of the well, enough for the Imam to drink.
What did you recite? How did this happen?
"I recited Salawat upon the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. My entire life I have been sending blessings upon him, and I swear to you, O Imam, whenever I do, I feel as if I'm in the presence of Rasulullah himself. Even my fragrance is not from me. It is a gift from Allah through my salawat."
That moment shook the Imam's soul. He had studied books, he had memorized hadith, but he had neglected something deeper, the spiritual connection that salawat brings. He thanked the girl and walked away thinking. And from that day he made a vow to send thousands of salawat daily. And not just that, he began compiling all the known forms of salawat into a single masterpiece. Years later his book was complete. It was called Dalail al-Khairat, the Guide to Blessings. This book became one of the most recited books in the entire Muslim world right after the Quran. From Morocco to Indonesia, from Istanbul to Somalia, generations of Muslims memorized and recited it daily. Why? Because every line was filled with love, respect, and longing for the Prophet Muhammad. And it all began with that one girl at the well. But what is so powerful about salawat? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever sends one blessing upon me, Allah will send 10 blessings upon him." And in another narration, your salawat reaches me, no matter where you are. Salawat purifies the heart, brings barakah in your rizq, answers your dua, and protects you from calamities. And most importantly, it connects your heart directly to the Prophet of mercy. Imam al-Jazuli could have ignored the girl. He could have said, "I'm the scholar, what can she teach me?" But he listened. He humbled himself, and from that, the entire ummah benefited.
So ask yourself today, how often do you send salawat? When was the last time your heart trembled with love for the Prophet? You don't need a PhD, you just need a sincere heart and a tongue that remembers. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad. Let's bring salawat back to our tongues, back to our homes, back to our hearts, and maybe, just maybe, one day your fragrance will remind the world of the Prophet too.